Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 38 of Enigmatica6 Let's Play series, where today I think my plan should be, let's get a tank, a basic tank, because we got a few things that we're going to work on today. So first things first, I would like to, I'm going to put you here with an exporter. Do we have an export bus? Kind of on the to-do list. I guess I don't have that auto-crafting. First things first, I want to fill up my meat feeder, because that's something we realized last episode I got as a quest reward, and then never really got around to sorting out. So we should probably, like, you know, fill that up. That would be cool. And then we don't have to worry about eating no mores, and that would be great. Because I'm sure last couple episodes that I've recorded where everybody's probably yelling at me, like, why are you eating food, Direwolf? Good question. I don't have a good answer. I'm just stating a fact. It is a good question. Look, Dyer sometimes, you know, he's got a lot going on. He doesn't always remember his homework between episodes. So you're going to be a type fluid, and you're going to be meat. Let's get a bucket here. We're going to need some of that meat essence stuff. And it also looks to me like our pink slime stopped filling up on account of the fact that our liquid meat filled up. So that's going to be a thing that we're going to need to deal with. But we'll deal with that in a sec. So you're now in fluid exporter mode, so you should be exporting fluid liquid meat. That sounds cool. Easy peasy. And then we should be able to fill this dude up. And then if we equip him in our head slot here, he will feed us. Yeah, is good. But wow, are you slow. Let's get a speed booster here. I don't know if does stack upgrades work with fluids? I can't imagine they do. But wow, this thing holds a lot, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. How handy is that? That is cool. Now, can you make stack upgrades? I didn't teach you how to make speed or stack upgrades yet. All the things we still need to teach this system how to make. So pleased to be learning how to make this and to be making of this. Stack upgrade. We are missing 4 upgrade upgrades. Now we know how to make that, which is cool. And you're good to go. So just out of curiosity, does stack upgrades even do anything for this? I guess we're going to find out. They fit in there. Oh, wow, yes. So apparently it does. It very much does. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So you're a nicely filled meat thingy now. Technical terms here. The meat thingy. And awesome. So what I want to do today is make some tweaks to this. Redstone mode ignored. Oh, today I learned. Okay, cool. Run with no redstone signal. So now nobody's running, right? You are still for some reason. I feel like I gotta double check all these now. Hey, I got a treasure ring trinket. That's cool. Treasure ring trinket. Boss drops dungeons loots. Bosses drops dungeons loots. Cool. I mean, since I have nothing else to do with my current unlocked trinket slot, I don't mind. Right? Sweet. So, yeah, where were we? We were doing the things, right? Mechanical levers, so you guys are all now set to no redstone equals running. So because you have a redstone signal, you're not running. I was planning to set up something a little bit wiry with this to make it a little bit better. So I should probably consider that. Do we have any scoria so I can dig around under the ground? I feel like that's a good time. Yes. Let's clear this place out a little bit. I was in a little bit of a rush when we were, you know, putting the finishing touches on this place. So it feels only right that I properly clear this out. So let's get a mob crusher. Figure out how we're going to set this thing up so that the mob crusher can kind of do its job. And I'm also out of torches, so I should look into them. Perfect. Okay. So how should we go about this? And by the way, my Signalum jetpack is all but full. Look at that. 98 million forge energy filled up. Looking good. Feeling happy with it. So you guys are all liquid meat exporting. So my problem is a little bit twofold, right? Number one, we are going to need to handle the fact that we need liquid meat still. But we're also going to want mob essence, right? So we're going to want a crusher, the mob crusher, right? And then in addition to that, you're going to need an iron sword to go on your mob crusher. And all the other things should be crafting as we speak. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to leave both running. And what we'll set up is we'll have both run so that basically by chance, sometimes mobs will die to the mob crusher. Sometimes mobs will die to the mob slaughter factory. And my hope, therefore, would be, are you, like, actually doing something or what? I gotta hope that you're actually crafting, because I feel like you're taking a long time. Wow, you have a lot of blazing crystals that you're waiting on. You're processing a lot of things. Somebody stuck somewhere? No, not really. He's just... Well, this is taking its sweet time. So yeah, we're getting there. So basically by chance, I would like to see sometimes mob crusher, sometimes, you know, not. And we might want to switch into XNet usage for this so that we can handle not only the redstone signaling that we're going to want to do down here, but like lots of other stuff. Deal. So I might set up a quick XNet exporter going on just to make my life a little bit easier. So I think that's what we're going to do today. Deal? So first things first, let's get the mob crusher. And I always forget what direction to place industrial foregoing machines, yet somehow I always do it wrong. But a tier 4 add-on would be cool. And that should be craftable automatically with that thing in the basement, wherever it is. There you are. And then if we show range for you, I want you ignored, but show working area. That should be pretty good. Yeah, I like that a lot. And just high enough that maybe it'll catch those spiders going up into the ceiling, which seemed to be a problem with my last one. Now we've got these energy cables feeding into this dude. I wanna XNet all the things. I think that's what I'm gonna do today, because you're not only, when you run the mob crusher, you're gonna get mob item drops and liquid essence. So there's two ways to kill mobs from foregoing, as you guys are probably aware of. You get the meat and the pink slime, or you get item drops and experience. That's basically it. So by letting them both run, we should, in theory, produce enough meat to keep our mechanical dirt going, and hopefully that'll be cool. So let's remove all our energy cables here, because it's time to basically get rid of all of them. And what I want to do is as follows. Let's see, you are probably importing this guy, right? Yeah, we probably don't want that to happen. You can probably continue export busing him, but we're going to want to change up a few things. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Where's XNet? We're going to want a bunch of XNet-y things. So we want our controller. We're going to want some connectors. We're going to want some cables. And we're going to want some tanks, I think. I think just these tanks with 1,400-ish millibuckets should be cool. Yeah. That should be a good start. And then let's get our connectors running. We're probably going to want a few more connectors. Cool. All right, XNet connector to you, and then cable down. And we're going to want an XNet connector here. And I'm probably going to want to remove this exporter. And I may need multiple connectors because you're going to have to do the redstone-y thing. So we're going to see if that becomes a problem. We'll find out. And then we're going to want our tanks, and we're going to want several tanks here. So we're going to want a liquid experience tank, and then we're going to want a meat tank, and then a pink slime tank. So you're also going to need XNet connectors? Oh my. You're missing redstone? How are you missing redstone? I mean, I can go get some redstone. It's not that big a deal. But I'm just shocked that we're missing redstone. It's one of those things that you never run low on, and then when you run low on it, you're like, how did that happen? And that's exactly what happened. All right, and then I think we actually need a connector for the controller. So let me go get some redstone. Redstone chunks. All right, and I don't need you. And then, where's this guy? Inside, we're gonna do this while I sleep. Cool. Yay for all the redstones I'm about to get. It's gonna be a lot. All right, that's a lot of redstone. Thanks, buddy. He is a very helpful little demon. Wow. One stack of redstone chunks turned into 1,100 redstone. Any questions, folks? Any questions at all? I'm open to your questions. All right, cover that up. You guys are all the tanks. Let's get the controller into here. So your job will be to have one more. I don't want to use that advanced one. I don't think I need. I don't think I need to care about the advanced one, but you get the idea. Sweet. Okay, cool. And then your job, energy cable basic, will be to power this bad boy. Lots of energy. Now, do I want a separate tank here? Probably I'm going to say yes. So let's get one more tank. And you will get another XNet connector. Sweet. Okay, cool. All right, so now we've got a few things, and I'm going to clear out my channels. I'm just going to delete all the channels that existed, because I remember I was using this thing in the past, and I had some configurations. I don't want any of that to exist anymore, so I just wanted to kill it all. So step one will be the energy channel, and that should feed energy into all my stuff. So hopefully that's, or I'm going to make that number 8. So XNet energy, that's what we want, right? Create. So your job will be to create an insert mode, insert energy here, and then extract. It might be extract. So let's see. Do you have any power at the moment? You shouldn't, right? So what we're going to want is you guys to be inserts. And ta-da, he's got power. How cool is that? Beautiful, beautiful. That's what I want to see. Excellent. Cool. So now you guys need power as well. So I should only need to put one of you to get power, and it should distribute to all of you. I think. We'll find out. Now you're going to be a buffer tank. So I'm going to need to... I'm going to get some cables here and my exporter. I don't suppose you're going to be so cool that you'll give me some buckets of meat, no? I didn't think so. But you can. I should get that wireless fluid doohickey, but we'll see eventually. So your job is going to act as a buffer. So I want you to export fluids, specifically liquid meat, into this bad boy. Okay, and then I'm also going to want you to import fluids from these 3 tanks. So get me 3 importers cooking up. I will probably need a 4th, actually, because we're going to have to do items as well. Okay, I'm just going to hold off on these, actually. We will do them in a second, because I want to get things working, and then we will do the configuration of all the good stuffs, right? So yeah, let's give this thing a minute to actually be working, and then we'll deal with that. So you're doing that. So you should be exporting meat, and you are, and you're good. And then your job, so number 1 will be xnet fluid. You're going to extract from, not him, not him, not him, yes, him. So extract, and then insert into him. See the meat fluid going up? See, we're filling up meat everywhere. How cool is that? Meat filled up. Now, if I break and remove you, will you remember the meat that you had? Okay. And then you should be refilling your meat. So it's like distributing and then filling up from this dude. See? He's being drained. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. All right, so all liquid meat is being handled now. You guys are going to import bunch your liquid meats, but we want to probably filter. So what I'm going to do is get a pink slime bucket, and we're going to need an essence bucket, but we don't have liquid essence yet, so we're going to need to get that shortly. I might set you to need a redstone signal for a minute so that mob essence can happen. But let's also get our redstone control for this guy. I would like the redstone control to be somewhere cool. Maybe like right here on the floor. I remember last time I played with this, I didn't love the mechanic that the facades had. But we might wind up facading anyway. I think we might have to facade, but we'll see what we can do. So now, can I configure you that up is a forced direction? I may not be able to. I might need the XNet facade for this. So what we're going to want is our... Let's put our connector here. Cool. And then our lever here. Wasn't that the trick? Do I need this redstone proxy? Is that what I need? Can I facade you? No, apparently not. Ugh. See, this was the annoying part. I'm just not going to hide it. How's that sound? Does that sound cool? I'll hide this cable? Or do you need to be this guy? He might need to be this guy? I guess we'll find out, right? And then we can facade you, right? Yeah, that looks cool. All right, let's just test it now. So you should now have a redstone channel. We'll make this, I think it's XNet Logic is the redstone channel. And then this guy will be a sensor mode. RS is greater than 0, output white. And then on these guys, you will be output a redstone signal of 15 on the white signal. So what this should be now is he'll sense if there's a redstone signal applied to the block, and if it's greater than 0, he'll emit a white color, and then these guys will emit a redstone signal to their adjacent blocks on the white color. Now, I don't know if we're going to need to apply that signal to all of these, but we'll figure it out. Cool? Cool. Now, I want you guys to run with no redstone signal, effectively. Now, this might... I'm going to set you guys to do this. Now, it's well lit in here, right? Except for that spot. So it should be okay. So let's turn you on now. You're running, you're running, you're running, you're running, you're running, you're running. Everybody's running. And then I turn you off, and nobody's running. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's cool. All right, so our redstone control is under control. Perfect. All right, next up, let's get some liquid essence. So I'm going to have this disabled for a moment. You're running. I'm going to get rid of the torch. I'm going to fill in the floor. Now, if we look, it should be nice and dark in that room. And if I turn on our redstone, they should all be running. And they're going to get crushed by the crushers. And we'll get items and mob essence. See 100 mob essence? And I guess we just didn't get any luck from that Enderman, so we didn't get any mob, items, but it's all good. Now I can speed this up with those add-ons, can't I? How hard would that be to make? A lot of diamonds. I'm just going to make 2 of each. And we'll see how that works out. So speed, and you should be making efficiency, right? Yep. Ouch. Rude. Hey, look at all the items we're getting. Hey, look at all the essence we're getting. Sweet. Now, can I snag a bucket of that essence? That's a good question. Can I snag you right from here? I can. Nice. So that's all I needed. So I'm going to turn you guys off for a moment. Cool. Okay. And you can probably cover up. So you're natural scoria versus scoria. Do we have any natural scoria? We do. Oh well, it's fine. When's this poison wear off? Goodness. Alright, so number 1, you're doing a good job. Number 2, we have a filter for our essence now. So let's make the left one essence. So which one's the left one? That's the right one. That's the left one. Okay, cool. So we're going to import from the mob crusher. So let's create another XNet fluid network if we can. Can you filter? That would be my question. So from the mob crusher, we're going to extract. We can filter. Cool. But let's clear that. Let's not let that run yet. So you're going to be mob essence, right? So you're going to insert mob essence. Cool. And then from the mob crusher, you're going to extract. And it's working. Beautiful. Cool. Now, this guy, I want to be meat. So you're going to be insert meat. And you're going to be insert pink slime. And you, the mob slaughter factory, will be extract. Cool. So it can all be on the same channel. And now mob slaughter factory can go back to ignored mode. Sweet. Now if I let you run again, what we should be getting is a little bit of both. And it'll kind of stagger, you know, the meat versus the stuff production, but it should be cool. So like depending on your luck, it's either going to get mob essence or pink slime. See, we got a little bit of liquid meat, we got a little bit of pink slime, and we will, again, just based on luck, you know, sometimes you'll get liquid meat and pink slime, other times you'll get life essence. That's cool. So after a little bit of time has passed, we can see we're getting more pink slime, more liquid meat, and we've got some essence as well, which means it's doing what I want it to do. So now we're going to import bus this. But I want a bucket of liquid essence, so I can real quick get a essence storage dude in here. Now you guys have been thus far making 256k storage blocks. I might want more for my liquid essence, because remember, we want a lot of liquid essence, right? Like that's the gist. So for storage blocks, what's kind of like the highest liquid K? We can do 4096. Does that sound cool? I'm down with that. So let's get that added to the to-do. Yeah. So you need this. You need this. Don't you know how to make 256k? Yeah, you do already, right? So then you're good. That should be all we need to teach. 4096? We're missing some silicon. Right. Silicon is crushed into... How were we making silicon before? We had a fun way to make it. Lime sand, which is a crushed version of sand. Yes, we got lime, sand, and bone meal. Right. Okay, yes. So go through all this sand in our crusher and we should be cool. Right? In theory. But not you, facades. Perfect. Back in a few. All right, so standard setup that we've been doing. Break this connection for a moment. Place this one so that we can whitelist mob essence. Yes. And then reconnect cable. And that should be good. Now, if we pop down here, we should have actually a pretty full bit of fluid going on, and we can importer 1, 2, 3, and we will have fluids, fluids, and fluids. Huzzah! Cool? Look at that. And now, if we pop back up to our top level floor, we'll see that here we've got some mob essence showing up. Awesome. Awesome. So just by virtue of letting this run now, we should be in good shape. I don't see any other changes that we have to worry about, except maybe items. So let's turn you off for a sec, as a matter of fact, because we will have to handle items at some point. What I'm going to do is just transfer those into a buffer chest. So something like an iron chest would be fine. We'll get our XNet connector. We're going to do an item channel. And we're going to insert into the chest, and we're going to extract from the mob crusher. And just literally all the things. Now, can I set stacks at a time so that it just insta-clears the whole thing? Cool. And then we will, I could just void these items, but like, why would I do that, right? Like, let's get some mob stuff going. So I'm going to import her into you. Now, keep in mind, obviously, there's two ways you could go about doing this. One, you could have like a storage drawer set up that voids excess. Or two, you could just suck everything into your refined storage system and not care about the thousands and thousands worth of mob drops that you're eventually going to fill up on. I'm choosing to go the lazy route. You may choose to go any route you wish. I will not begrudge you for going the lazy route, because obviously that's what I'm doing. But, you know, it's a thing. So keep that in mind, right? If you're doing this, you know, and you care about your refined storage environment overflowing, you should maybe consider doing it a little bit more intelligently, right? And I'm going to stack upgrade you, which should be enough. I don't think I need to throw speed upgrades on this guy. Yeah, we should be fine. Cool. So that should be the end of everything we need to do here. I think that looks pretty good, right? That's super compact, right? Getting energy, getting liquid mechanical dirt, getting all the things that you need. Super X-netted up. And we're getting mob drops, and we're getting mob essence, and we just flip a lever on the outside here, and then boom, these guys start running. I think it's cool. What do y'all think? I'd be interested to hear. But I think it's a nice, and you know, it's not like an earth-shatteringly different design than from stuff I've done in the past, but I think it's really neat and compact, right? It's really a nice looking setup. So now that we've got that going, let's see what's next. Well, what's next is wrapping up point, but what's actually next is, can I do something with this liquid essence? I think what I can do is use it to make bottles of enchanting. So next episode, we will automate a place where we can turn all the liquid essence we have in our system into bottles of enchanting, and then maybe even automatically throw them at me, so that I can just stand there and get bottles of enchanting thrown at me. Maybe when I'm standing on a pressure plate. That could be cool. But that'll have to be next episode, because for now, it's a wrapping up point. So Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We'll have more fun with this whole setup thing that we've got going on. And we should, at that point, have lots and lots of experience stored. Hopefully enough to have 100 experience levels, so we can start getting some stupid amounts of awesome enchants. For now, take it easy.